Hello, good morning, welcome. All right, the card I pulled today is from the Seven Energies deck by Colette Baron Reed, and it is ears wide open, ears wide open. It's about really deep listening, but also I think it is so true that we also need to listen to ourselves, our inner wisdom, our intuition. And when we are really busy, when things are crazy in the world, when there's so much to listen to, when there's so much chaos, when there's so many different views, we kind of shut down. And I know because that happens to me. I kind of shut down and I just want to tune out and I just want to be in my own world. That's kind of how I was today, I have to say. But because there's just too much. So what I want to say is also it's like tune out the stuff that so many other people are saying and tune in more to how you feel about certain things that you hear. Like gut instinct, kind of like, what is my gut telling me, right? We've so lost that. And it's time to get back to like really noticing, how do I feel when I listen to something? How do I feel about it? Now, yes, sometimes things can come from our trauma, from our past in childhood. Someone can say something, and right away we go back to old memories or old times in our lives when we were hurt by something. And it's not really true. It's just that we are so emotionally charged around it. And that, of course, is happening huge now. People react from their trauma, right? So we interact also from our trauma that we are having. So let's try not to do that and kind of come from like, okay, I'm just going to really listen to the person. I'm going to discern, and I'm also going to be a little more objective in a way of like, interesting. Everybody has such different viewpoints. And right now, things are really, really divided. Don't get caught up in that. My biggest message is don't get caught up in the divide. Sometimes I do. Absolutely. Yes, I have my very strong opinions, but I also wouldn't want someone to try to convince me to think like them. I don't like that. I like it when someone respects and is willing to hear my viewpoint and I'm willing to hear their viewpoint and look at it like, oh, interesting. Okay. And it can get heated sometimes and that can seem really awkward, right? But if we just try to understand that each person, it's okay to think the way you think and it's okay for them to think the way they think. We don't need to convince anybody else. But the most important thing is we need to know our reasons and our heart, right? How we feel about something from this present moment, from our heart, from our values, from what we how we feel about things and our beliefs, right? So it's kind of about, to me, I'm taking this card as really listen, right? Really listen, but most importantly, listen to yourself and respect other people. So therefore, listen to them instead of waiting to respond or waiting to say your opinion, right? Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. There is really no one truth. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and mind to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. And that's another thing too, right? People sometimes, well, we all do sometimes, we will say things that we don't, just coming from, like I said, our hurt and our trauma, and we just blurt it out. But it may not be what we are feeling or thinking every day. It's not who we are as a person. It just comes out. So also remember that and respect that and have patience for other people, right? All right. Parallel Universes of Self. The reading for today is about if you lower your own state in order to help someone else who is in trouble, who is in a really bad state, who is in major addiction or something, right? If you lower your vibration, if you lower their state, or who's complaining, who's super gossipy, right? If you lower your state of being, your frequency, your vibration to match theirs so you can relate, they can relate to you, right? That's what it's saying. You are not really helping. You are like, and eventually you are, what you're doing is perpetuating that state of being that they are in, right? Because if you have no energy, you have nothing to give away. So you are lowering your good energy and coming down to the lower, denser frequencies that are not good for this world, right? So they may be feeling something, they may be expressing something, they may be away, a certain state of being away that they're used to. That is who they are. But in order to fit in, a lot of people they lower themselves to that and think, well, then I feel like I belong, then this person is going to like me. The best thing you can do is be who you are. If you're trying to help someone, if you're trying to help someone who's in trouble, who's really depressed, who's an addict or something, stay in your higher vibration. But of course, understand, connect with them in a loving way. Just don't come down to a more of a negative, denser way, right? Stay in the light. Shine your light and love with them. Oh my God, there was such a good quote today. And I wish I something about a candle in a dark room does not have to force itself to shine its light. A candle in a dark room does not have to fight with the dark. That's what it was. The candle in a dark room does not have to fight with the dark. And I myself thought all it has to do is shine. All it has to do is shine, right? So a candle in a dark room, all it has to do is shine, and it lights up the room. It sheds its light everywhere, right? You don't have to fight with something. You don't have to bring yourself down to that level. You don't have to agree with these denser, lower energies to fit in or to make someone feel more comfortable, right? And again, it's kind of like we were saying, you can listen objectively in a loving way. Just listen. You don't have to agree. You don't have, right? Just be there, a loving presence for someone who just needs you to be there for them. Or, of course, if someone's in this continuous low energy and vibration and this driving you crazy and you're like, okay, I'm really sick of that, but they don't want to see it, then you just can take a distance from them, right? Just distance yourself from them. Negative emotions are like your servants, your friends, your navigational indicators, warning you to change your course before something unwanted manifests as your reality. So another thing is when you start to begin to feel these lower emotions, negative energies, which is okay to feel sad, depressed, shame. You don't want to sit in it for a long period of time. You want to work through it. But when you do start to feel something come up, that means that there's something within you that's wanting your attention, right? I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now. Well, why aren't you happy? What's going on in your life? Are you not appreciating everything you have? Are you not being grateful for everything you have? Or is there really things in your life that you know you need to change? You want to change deep down in your heart, but you're just too scared to do it, or you're afraid to do it. Well, same thing. Or you're avoiding doing it, right? So your emotions, your state of being tell you a lot about what's going on. So listen again, listen, tune in, journal about it. Ask yourself some very important questions, just like you would ask a friend who is going through something, right? Think about that. Okay, you are worthy, you are deserving. You can have it all, and you get to decide how your life experience is. Today I was going through a lot of ups and downs just with the energies that are going on. But I didn't keep myself there. I was like, oh, interesting. I'm noticing that I'm starting to feel this crazy, weird emotion. Oh, interesting. Wow, that's really interesting. I wonder what that's about. And then I start kind of like, oh, yeah, I see that I'm still thinking about this. Yeah, I'm a little sad about this, or I'm a little upset about this, or I really want this to change. And then I would say to myself, but Diana, you can work towards it. Now let's focus more on it. Let's find a way of doing it. Let's focus more. Let's give more positive attention. Things like that. If I really want certain changes in my life, instead of sitting in, it's not here yet, I'm bitter, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, this is just too much. God, I wish it would change. It's always up to me. It's always up to me. So then it's like, okay, yes, you're right. You're right. Let's get on this. Let's work towards this. Let's start to, in a way, manifest it, right? By putting positive focus on it, believing it can happen, and taking some steps towards it. All right, let's take some deep inhales. Inhaling up, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Then exhale, relax. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Release, release, release. Inhale, lengthening up. Beautiful white energy. Allow that energy to come through your whole body, fueling, rejuvenating, and replenishing every cell in your body. Inhale again, lengthen up. Like feel your spine lengthening and opening up. Beautiful white energy. Bring that beautiful healing energy down through your whole body. This time we're going to ground it right down through your whole body into the center of the earth. And then that loving, grounding, mothering earth energy up and through your whole body, feeling your body opening up through the chest, feeling that beautiful energy Fill your whole body, and then exhale, release any fear, doubt, worry, tension, let it down, 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 down in the center of the earth. Grounding beautiful energy up into your heart center, open wide, expanding your heart, opening your heart, filling your heart up with this beautiful loving energy. And then expand as you exhale that out into the world. You're spreading your beautiful love and light, sending out positive attention, what you desire, what you want for this world, and love and light to everybody else. And then as you inhale, fill up your cup with beautiful, loving energy. Inhale deeply, expand through the chest, and then exhale, release and relax right down through to the center of the earth. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Choosing to listen, choosing to be compassionate, choosing to come from a place of love, choosing to fully accept and respect other people for their views, for how they think, for what they do, and knowing you get to have that same respect and love back, right? Everything is always working out for you perfectly. You are the power in your life. You have power. You are smart. You are strong. You can handle anything. You will get through anything. This life is for you. Everything that happens for you is for your growth and your expansion and to make you a better person. All right, have an absolutely amazing day. Make sure to like or subscribe. Feel free to share this video. Let me know how you're doing and where you're watching from. Okay, bye-bye.